I hear the statement all the time from investors. I love real estate. I go, okay, hold on just a minute. There's nothing to love about real estate in that context. Tell me what you love about real estate. And when you start
Mm.
to really think about it, I love the deal. I love the sale. I love the transition from a old ugly property to a new one. It's when you get into the kind of part of what you love about real estate, it's rarely the asset. It's about all the things that are wrapped around and gaining or growing or selling or pitching the deal or negotiating the deal. So when you say I love real estate, is it all of that? Is it none of that? What is it for you? I don't want to put, I don't want to say this is what it is, but what is it for you?
So I mean, I love to hunt. So the cold
Mm.
calling and the
Yeah.
like so like I'll come up with a target. I'll make a map of the whole area and I'll find my targets and I'll figure out what I can do on them. I'll make my valuations and then I'll go and I'll call the people and I'll hound the people and I'll like it's just this negotiation, this chase. I love it. And I love just
Mm.
because I'm not there trying to screw them. I know what it's worth to me. So when I figure out what it's worth to them, if those things are in line, like, let's help each other. Let's do this. I can give you
Mm.
what you want. What you want is outrageous, but how the way I see it is outrageous, right? But that's
Yeah.
the truth. The
Hmm.
secret is not like you have to be special. You have to figure out a way to pay these people some stupid amount of money for their house. That's the truth.
Hmm.
Because how do you get six people to sell when none of them or one of them only wanted to sell? Right? There's only
Hmm.
one way. Pay them a lot. Pay them enough until they all say yes. Right?
Hmm.
Now, along the way, other things get really important, right? So it's not obviously just pay them a lot, but that's a gigantic part of it. If you can't figure out how to pay them more than it's worth, I mean, I don't think anybody's stealing stuff anymore. Maybe
No.
in Saskatchewan, I have no idea, but in Toronto, like you're not stealing a deal from somebody. Because every developer's looking at everything all the time. Like it's one of the craziest real estate markets in the world, right? This is fierce. This is even people from New York think development in Toronto is crazy, right? But it's
Mm.
like it's the hunt, and then after the hunt, it's like keeping it together because it's like you have it all together and then all kinds of things come up that screw up this one or this somebody dies, god forbid, but that happens, and like this person changed their mind or now you need more time, and everybody wants to give you time except for one person. They're like fed up with the whole thing now. You don't know what's going to happen. So it's like constantly being a goalie and figuring out like how am I going to deal with this, right? Like but
Okay.
it's constant.
Don't
And
be a
then
Leafs
it's
goalie.
don't be a Leafs goalie.
Don't be a Leafs goalie. That's
Don't
all I
be
got to say.
anything Leafs. Ugh. Anyways, I can't even watch them anymore.
So
And then
you
it's
like
like the
that part of the game.
creativity. No, but I
Hmm.
like picturing the building that I'm gonna put there or somebody's gonna put there. Like I like this whole thing because when I see the like I can go there and see the building. Like I love it, and it lets me you be like a kid and have an imagination and like make something in here and then try and produce it out there, right?
Hmm.
There's not too many other things I think you can do like that. Like,
Hmm.
and then add on to it that like you can make a lot of friggin' money. Like,
We can't forget the money.
but
Don't
but I
forget the
mean,
money.
you can also lose a lot of friggin' money. We've seen that.
Here's a quote. My uncle used to use the phrase, "Buddy, I don't need the work. I need the money." That
I
was
need the
always
money,
his phrase. I don't need the work. I need the money. So,
right?
it's interesting, that creativity part of it, because you know, I'm not saying that you do, but many like yourself take your creativity for granted as if everybody's got that kind of creativity. And I can tell you is that my creativity is very limited to some specific things. I don't have that big grand vision creativity that would be in building design, for example. So it's interesting what goes on in our minds and what you have I would call it a gift, and you've obviously got some kind of a gift because you've earned the track record and have the success that you've had because of what you do. So I just find that when you think about what you love about real estate, we're starting to hear in that language what it is you love about real estate. And that is, getting the hunt, doing the negotiation, but the creativity that comes with it that's really what it's about for you. And perhaps that would live outside of real estate, although you're very comfortable and familiar with real estate and buildings and all the kind of architecture that comes with it, I'm sure. So that I find that kind of not kind of, I find it very interesting when I talk to somebody like you and see that vision. It's very good.